It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Wilson's looking for Olave, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Our game here, the second of 3 on this fine Christmas day. Coming up later tonight, the Bucs and Cardinals from Glendale. And then remember, as if your spouse hasn't chided you enough already, more football coming your way tomorrow night. Chargers and Colts on the 26th from Indianapolis. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 4 consecutive passes to begin this opening drive, and you can't argue with the results. They've already driven it into the red zone and a fresh set of downs here to play with.
Which means there's a lot of trust by the play caller, by the quarterback, the receivers, you name it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. The 30, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up. It's good. The Rams take a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now Wilson. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Lewis able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
4 yards the pickup, first down. On the counter, this is Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And mark him down way up close to the 40 of the 39. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll go again here with Akers. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the Rams hit 10-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Now Wilson back into his end zone. And his pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Wilson.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Going right back to Akers. Down to the 42, second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once you make the read.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
But what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first. And a pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
From the 27, Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give up the middle to Akers.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't pull it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route. You are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a give. Akers running left. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in cross territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A gain of 37 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Olave over the middle. Touchdown, Broncos. Chris Olave. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 13-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Broncos 17. Rams.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson
on the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Wilson steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Zaven Collins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stafford now to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Rams. First down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. He'll get it inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football
as we start the fourth and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Van Jefferson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back. Zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Terrell Lewis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
15 yards on the play.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. On the ground, it's Akers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A gain of 15 yards.
They'll run here with Henderson. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field.
Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp from 3 yards out, and the Rams are back within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Into the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Able to find Gray here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete left side to Gray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 33. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. From the 31, Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll roll him out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
10 yards to go.
Stafford now to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week, often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year.
I can't believe what I'm watching.